Hi, so I'm back today to check in with you for my 3-week post-op video. And first off, I'd like to tell you that today I weighed in and I am 196, so I am still at 25 pounds down. Over the last week to 2 weeks, my weight has pretty much stalled to, instead of, I was losing about a pound a day when I was on the clear liquid diet, but now I'm losing about at the rate of 1 or 2 pounds a week. So it's definitely, I'm either at a stall or it's just really slowed down, which that's fine. I know eventually I'll get to where I'm going. This is a marathon, not a sprint. So I'm happy with being 25 pounds down at 3 weeks. So food-wise, I am, as of Tuesday, the 25th, I'm now graduated up to the pureed foods, and so now what I can include in my diet is basically I can have just about anything. There are still a few restrictions like no coffee, or I can have coffee or tea, anything like that, but it has to be decaf, no caffeine, basically is what it is. And then nothing spicy or really strong flavors. You want to keep the flavors more bland. I can start having like a mild salsa, spaghetti sauce, and things like that. So I'm really excited about that. I can have tuna, pretty much any meat, but it has to be the consistency of baby food. So me personally, no, I think I'm just gonna skip the idea of blenderizing meats. Not for me. Tuna, I like tuna, so I definitely will be making some tuna salad and having that, chicken salad. And then pretty much, again, if it's pizza, tacos, there's people that have put that stuff in a blender and, then they can enjoy those foods too. But again, for me, I'm not interested in that. I will stick to the foods that are already soft and the consistency of baby food. So refried beans, there's a good recipe for a ricotta bake, scrambled eggs I can start having, and I've heard a lot of people say that eggs can be hard to digest in the beginning, so I definitely want to give that a try, but I'll be slow going with that just to see how I react. Trying to think anything else on food. Still working on getting all my fluids in. Doing actually pretty good. Starting the last few days, I've noticed when you like the first week or two post-op, if you don't take tiny sips, if you take in too much fluid at one time, like you get this sensation, it feels like if you've ever swallowed an ice cube or a really big gulp too fast, and it, like, you can feel it and it kind of hurts going down. That's what it feels like. And then it's just really uncomfortable. So the last few days I am able to actually just drink water. I gotta go at a slow pace, but it's not a tiny sip, and I'm not gulping it down, but drinking isn't really a problem anymore. So I'm really happy about that, excited about that. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at with that. Able to get my liquid, my shakes in. And I have been doing the Premier Protein, but I was reading online today, there were some people discussing that there were some issues with Premier Protein, and like I guess they had some kind of lawsuit because their labeling, like the nutrition information, was not always consistent and concise to what they were labeling. So I guess like it would vary depending on, batch to batch. So yeah, I guess they had a lawsuit and they actually had to reformulate and repackage their product. And the last few weeks, my husband and I would be going to the store looking for the Premier Protein, and wherever we went shopping, either there was none on the shelf or it was very little on the shelf. So I guess this is probably the reason why. So I think I'm actually going to have to look into switching up, my protein shake, what I'm going to be having going forward. I'll use up, I probably have like 4 or 5 left in the fridge, and I'll finish those up. But after that, whatever I purchase next is going to be something different. So as far as my vitamins go, right now it's just a multivitamin, and I'm doing what it's called like a berry melt or chew multivitamin, and they're okay. But yeah, I'm not having any problems as far as like taking it, or no problem. I take one in the morning and then I take one in the evening. But my iron is the other vitamin I am supposed to be having right now, and the iron is super hard on my stomach. I talked about it, I think, in week 1 or week 2. It had to have been week 2 because you don't start the first week. So week 2, I was having a hard time taking that, and I actually kind of skipped that week taking the iron just because it actually made me vomit the one time that I took it. And I think I tried it one more time, and I didn't get sick, but it like just sat in my stomach, or like I felt like full all the way up to my throat for a long time. And the last few days I've been kind of struggling with that really full feeling, so I've backed off again on the iron. I think I'm gonna start trying it again tomorrow. Yesterday I had kind of a icky day because one of my meds that I'm on, I had taken it at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and all the way into the evening I could feel like it just sat like, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. It's just a capsule, but it was like as if I felt it like sitting in my throat. So, and I wasn't hungry all day. It made me feel just, yeah, not good. I had drank at least 30 ounces of water. I was drinking decaf coffee. I was drinking my protein shake mixed in with the coffee. Nothing was working. I had called the weight loss center, and they had said, they had mentioned trying to drink like warm liquid. So I brewed some more coffee, drank that warm, and nothing. It didn't help. It didn't do anything. I had a second cup of decaf when I got to work yesterday around 4 p.m. Again, didn't help a bit. So, I just kept drinking, and it was probably around 10 o'clock at night last night that I finally felt relief, and actually, you know what? I had had a sugar-free pudding. You know, I still wasn't hungry, but I was thinking, and then somebody else had mentioned to me, I'm on a Facebook support group through our weight loss center, and somebody else had mentioned the same thing that I was thinking, you know, of trying to eat something to get that to like push, you know, whatever down. And yeah, that seemed to work. So, you know, I'll have to remember that if it happens again. But the funny thing is, too, that this morning I took my med, you know, the capsule, and I was really nervous, you know, thinking maybe I shouldn't take it today, but I did, and no problems. No problem at all. I mean, doesn't make any sense. I don't know. So, yeah, that's what's going on as far as my vitamins and meds. At night, I'm struggling because I am still on 2 blood pressure medications. I actually was diagnosed with something called renal stenosis, which renal is the kidney, and then the stenosis is like the narrowing of the artery that goes to the kidney. So that is what causes my high blood pressure. So, you know, maybe if I lose enough weight, maybe, I don't know if it's something that will ever, you know, if it can resolve on its own. But, you know, they said, my regular physician had warned me, like, don't let the doctors take you off your blood pressure medicines right away, because, you know, you have this problem with your kidneys that's causing your high blood pressure, and, you know, it could cause some problems for you because, you know, your body really needs those meds to control the problem, you know, the high blood pressure being caused by the renal stenosis. And so I don't, you know, I feel good. I don't think I've had any problems with my blood pressure. So yeah, as of now, I'm still going to continue to take those 2 meds at bedtime, and I am having a little bit of a hard time because it seems like, you know, getting that full feeling up into my throat, taking the 2 meds that I'm on, and then having to take, you know, I'm supposed to take the iron and then the multivitamin, and I have to space them out so that it doesn't like hurt my stomach or, you know, feel that full feeling in my throat. So I am struggling a little bit with that, getting my meds in. And I think, you know, when I get home at night for the evening, I'm not going anywhere. You know, I'll have to start taking my pills earlier so that by the time I go to bed, I'm not having that uncomfortableness that sits in my throat from the pills. Yeah, I think that's it as far as that goes. For exercise, I work in it's a gym. I do the childcare there 3 days a week, and it's only like going there and back, it's a third of a mile, but still, it's something better than nothing. So I've been doing that, walking there. Again, that's 3 days a week. And then when I can, I have been walking my, you know, to pick up my son from school, and I want to start walking him to school, but this little boy doesn't want to go to bed at night when he's supposed to and acts all crazy. You know, I start trying to get him down for bed about 8:30, and last night he went to bed at 10 o'clock. So yeah, mornings are not fun here. A lot of screaming, you know, Mom, I don't want to get up. You know, he just pulls the blankets over his head, and yeah, it's like 15-20 minutes of fighting with him to get him out of bed. So as far as walking him to school right now, it's not really an option just because we're struggling just to get him there on time. But you know, that's how I'm trying to incorporate my exercise right now. I don't think I'll be released to like go to the gym or do any other, you know, exercise, I think until about around like 5 weeks or something like that. So yeah, I'm just not pushing myself really hard exercise wise, just because I have been struggling with, well, you know, tiredness. Like by the end of the day, I really just am very low energy, tired, ready to go to bed. You know, I could go to bed when my kids go to bed, like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then sleep until like I get up at 5:45 in the morning. So, you know, I just realized and respect that right now my body is very low energy. I'm not taking in a lot of calories, not able to get all my fluids in. So I'm just not going to push it. I'm going to do what my body allows me and listen to my body. And, you know I'll get there. I'm not going to rush it. So yeah. Like I said, I'm 25 pounds down. Yay. Another milestone, 25 pounds. That, you know, I love that. But clothing wise, my clothes, really, it's just a matter of a lot of my clothes like either didn't fit me or they were really tight on me, didn't look good. So I'm not going out and buying anything yet because I think I was in a size 18 pants. Some of those 18s were tight on me. And then a top, I was like in a 2X. But all those clothes pretty much still seem to fit me just fine. And like I said, they're just fitting better right now. So I have not undergrown any of my clothes. It's just, you know, what I have is fitting better and able to wear some of the clothes that I wasn't able to wear. But, you know, I'm definitely looking forward to the time when the time comes that, you know, I can buy a size 16 or a size 14 pair of jeans. You know, buy some new extra large tops instead of a 2X, you know. So looking forward to that, but again, I'll get there. I'm enjoying, you know, not being so, you know, bending over and struggling to get my shoes on because, you know, my stomach is so big that it's in the way and it's hard for me to get my shoes on. You know, going up a flight of stairs and huffing and puffing at the top of the stairs from going up just a flight of stairs. You know, just things like that. I am enjoying, you know, losing that first 25 pounds. So 3 weeks out and I'm feeling great. Life is good. You know, other than what I've already discussed in this video, you know, I'm not struggling too much. I'm very happy with my decision, and if I had to do it all over again, you know, just like everybody else says, like, wow, you know, I wish I would have done it sooner. However, you know, I had started looking into this surgery over a year ago, and I just believe that I wasn't ready before, you know, but this was my time. And yeah, so if you have any questions for me, leave them down in the comments. Like and subscribe to my channel. I would love that. I would love to share my journey with you. I will be checking in with you all later. Have a great day. Bye.